Hello, friends! I have a bit of a tradition in that I watch all the Genshin Impact special programs. They're usually great insights into what to expect in the coming version, and they've mostly been a rather good time, even if they are a bit corny. It's all part of the fun. I'm a bit late to the party on this particular one, but I'd been saving the 2.6 special program until I was ready, I guess. I've been wanting to try this reaction thing, and now it's finally time. Funnily enough, I actually plan to dive right into version 2.6 shortly after watching this. Either way, I hope you enjoy it with me. I'm ready. These are always exciting. I always like seeing what actually is going to happen. Seeing the events and seeing, well, I guess the new content and all that stuff. It's always a grand time.
Tell me, Traveler, how have your adventures been lately? With the change of season, perhaps you could consider taking time to travel and explore with friends. Inazuma will soon be holding the magnificent Iridori Festival to commemorate the 5 Kasen.
Ooh.
The 5 Kasen were a group of 5 talented poets from ancient Inazuma. It will be an international cultural festival that will leave you with many memories. It is my honor to invite you to attend the festival and enjoy the special events together.
Hey, you know I'm down, count me in.
I knew you'd be interested, Zach.
Greetings, travelers, and welcome to the Genshin Impact version 2.6 special program.
It's good
I'm
to
Zach
be here.
Aguilar, and as many of you already know, I voice Ether in Genshin Impact. And joining me in the tea house today, we have...
Hi, everybody. I'm Erica Mendez, and I voice Kamisato Ayaka.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris Hackney, the voice of Ayaka's brother, Kamisato Ayato.
Sweet. So great to have you guys.
Thanks.
Looks like I get to be a part of the Kamisato clan today.
You can be our annoying little brother.
Yeah, we'll see about
Hey,
that.
guys.
So, I know Erica has made a brief special appearance before, but this is our first time officially having you both as hosts for a special program.
Yeah, I did a little tour guide-ish segment back when we were showing off the Inazuma locations.
Oh yeah, I
so
remember that.
It's really cool to be able to be a part of the gaggle of people at the table this time.
I'm excited. This is my first time being here, and I think this is the first time we get to introduce everyone to Kamisato Ayato, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have you guys and just to be able to do this. Let's get right into it because we've got a lot of exciting new content to cover today. So how about we get things started with a first look at the trailer for version 2.6, Zephyr
Ooh.
of the Violet Garden.
They don't waste any time. Ah, HoYoverse.
Wow, it's so
Klee.
beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before. Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
Saintcho.
I've been here since last night so I could buy a figurine.
Oh.
Arataki numero uno Ito challenge you to an all-out, no-holds-barred, anything-goes duel.
It fails to fulfill the most crucial
Albedo.
inspiration.
Venti?
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes.
I guess that's what they meant by all your friends.
Greetings. Ayaka has mentioned you on numerous occasions. Delighted to make your acquaintance. I am head of the Kamisato
there he is.
clan, Kamisato Ayato. Cascade!
That voice is so familiar, but I can't place it.
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Now to start reeling them in.
Zephyr of the Violet Garden.
If my suspicions regarding the portal network are correct,
Dainsleif?
then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the Abyss Order has their eyes on this location.
As the Helitrolls go in, they never emerge again.
That's
Everyone's
a familiar
driving
looking
themselves
effect.
crazy worrying about it.
Maybe whatever's going on in the chasm really is connected to the Abyss Order.
Explains Dainsleif's involvement.
A whole city that's floating in the air!
More than one kind of strange power exists
that bug?
here, that it's highly likely that even as we speak, the Abyss Order is watching our every move.
Wow, that looks pretty. Those guys, of course.
What's this?
Conversation's over. Brace yourselves.
What is it?
No more.
Find a way to stop that thing!
Wait, them too? What the? Oh boy. Yikes. Just realized I may actually need to lower the volume a wee bit. Actually, even a teeny bit loud for me. It's usually not this loud on my end.
Wow, so intense.
That was pretty epic.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Beautiful, and then straight into the chasm, and
I know. Things got dark real fast in that trailer.
It's been a common theme with all these newer
Everybody was
versions.
having a lot of fun, and then it's serious time with
yeah,
that music.
and an introduction by Kamisato Ayato.
Yes,
Of course, of course.
our new character.
Of course.
And as always, speaking of Ayato, let's dive in by taking a look at our new playable character, Kamisato Ayato.
Yes, please. What was that in his hand? Aw, man. Okay, yeah, he's got the elegance down too. Yeah. They never miss with these new characters. That guy's cool.
Most people hunker down against a strong headwind. Only a few know how to utilize it to their advantage.
How is it that I end up wanting every single character in this game?
pretty
Jeez.
unique.
That voice, though.
Not again.
Powerful yet elegant. Just saying.
Oh, man, his moves look so cool.
The elemental burst, right?
Yeah.
That, like, flashy thing in there. That's so cool.
Love it.
I love his elegance as he fights and moves. Really, all of his animations feel very elegant to me.
Yeah.
I said the same thing.
Did you guys catch him drinking boba tea, too?
Boba tea.
man.
Is that really what that was?
Anytime's a good time for boba. Just saying.
I agree, but wait, where did you even get that from?
Shh, Kamisato
boba?
family. No, Kamisato family secret.
What?
If you're really wondering, in-game Ayato buys his milk tea from a little food stall in Inazuma City.
I gotta find that place.
You know, but it's quirks like that Ayato has that makes people wonder if he's kind of spoiled even though he's served as the head of the Kamisato clan for some time now. For example, he always gives any defective-looking food he makes to Toma and...
Hey. The Kamisato clan has an image to keep up, okay?
You're right.
Well, I think we can all feel sorry for Toma now.
Oh.
And speaking of which, the first impression many of us ever had of Ayato was actually from Ito's character teaser. He was that mysterious voice at the end of the video.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, actually, it turns out that Ito has a pretty good opinion of Ayato. I mean, Ito even calls him bro.
You know, that's interesting because I'm curious how those two could possibly get along.
You know, Ito is he's real and a simple and down-to-earth kind of Oni. But all it takes is a few words from Ayato, and Ito's super inspired and ready to take on any challenge.
Hey,
Ayato
cool.
does have that effect on people. For those who don't know, he came to the position as the head of the Kamisato clan at a very young age and was able to bring the clan back to its feet while facing some huge difficulties at the time. And while we're on the subject of Ayato, Chris, why don't you give us a closer look at some of his skills?
Sure, leave it to me.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'd love to see some of that again.
Kamisato Ayato wields a sword and is a master of the Kamisato art Tachijutsu, just like his sister. However, what sets him apart is his Hydro Vision. In combat, Ayato can unleash large AoE damage in a short amount of time and is capable of increasing the effects of his team's normal attacks. After using his elemental skill, Kamisato art Kyoka, Ayato shifts positions to enter the Takimeguri Kanka state and leaves a watery illusion at his original location.
Slashes.
The watery illusion can explode, dealing AoE
He looks so
hydro
fast.
damage. In the Takimeguri Kanka state, Ayato's normal attacks
Man, that
become
blur looks
Shunsuken, which are like quick, watery blades capable of dealing AoE hydro damage. After a Shunsuken attack hits an opponent, it will grant Ayato the Namisen effect, increasing the damage dealt by Shunsuken based on Ayato's current max HP. The Takimeguri Kanka state will be cleared when Ayato leaves the field or when he uses his elemental skill again.
So, sounds like we better be careful if we don't want to accidentally cancel a state.
Exactly.
Is that a bunch of, like,
Next,
petals that come off of each of those slashes?
Kamisato art Mine wo Matoishi Kiyotaki, which means lucid rapid spiraling the summit, in case you were wondering. With this talent, when Ayato uses his elemental skill and when the water illusion explodes, he will gain a set amount of Namisen stacks. Ayato's elemental burst, Kamisato art Suiyu, will unveil a garden of purity in which bloom water blades will rain down and attack
Garden
opponents
of
within its
Purity?
AoE.
Now that's a name.
Ooh, sounds pretty.
Gorgeous. This will increase the normal attack
Looks like
damage
there's a
of
bunch of
characters within that
flowers
AoE.
in that
After
field.
unlocking another passive talent, Kamisato art Michiyuku Hagetsu, if Ayato is not on the field and his energy is low, he will regenerate a set amount of energy at regular intervals. In daily life, Ayato's more indulgent side tends to come out from time to time. With his
Sounded like
passive
with the
talent,
boba tea.
Kamisato art daily cooking, when Ayato cooks a dish perfectly, he has a set chance to receive an additional suspicious dish of the same type.
Oh
Which I'm
no,
pretty
not
sure
like
he just turns and
Kutao.
sends straight to
Oh
Toma.
no, not again.
Oh, wait! Guys, I get it now. That's why Toma could eat all the strange stuff during the hot pot game before. He's had a lot of practice eating weird things.
Oh, no wonder.
Oh
That
no.
makes so much sense
Oh
now.
no, poor Toma. Oh no.
In all seriousness, though,
Oh, that's horrible.
I think that the passive talent it's really simple, but it's pretty interesting.
All right, so let's talk about how travelers can get Kamisato Ayato in the new version.
Yep, it's time to dive into the coming event wishes.
So
Ayato
Ayato
will be
Venti.
available for the earlier part of version 2.6 via the Azure Excursion event wish. At the same time, Venti will also be available via his own event wish called Ballad in Goblets.
Well,
All right, we're getting
I
another
guess I'm
Venti
glad I already have
rerun.
Venti.
Yeah.
So that means I'm free to
that's
try to
not
get Mr.
all.
Aya-
In the later part
Kamisato
of
here.
version 2.6, Kamisato Ayaka will be returning for her first rerun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about that because I've already got Ayaka too.
Event wish, travelers will see an all-new Inazuman 5-star sword called Haran
Of course, with the
Geppaku
5
Futsu.
stars.
So be sure to keep an eye out for that as well.
I still
In
consider the
version
weapon banner a
2.6,
scam.
Kamisato Ayato's very own story quest, Cypress's
Makes sense.
Custos chapter, will also be available for travelers to play through.
Always
As
get
the
to see a new
Sokoku
story quest.
decree has been lifted, and Inazuma is welcoming in a new era of progress. The Tenryo and Kanjo commissions are presented with a rare, joyous occasion. But beneath the surface of this happy time, trouble is stirring. As head of the Yashiro Commission, Ayato will find himself in an unusual position. Everybody can look forward to exploring all of this amazing new story.
Wow.
Good, I'll
it's
definitely look
gonna
forward
be
to that.
Really cool, especially the Traveler and Ayato meeting for the very first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, after
that's
all
gonna
the
be
traveler's
so
time in
exciting.
Inazuma.
If you're looking forward to playing this new story quest, then just remember to save up those story keys.
You know I will.
I've always got way too many store keys.
All right, now that we've seen the new character coming our way, let's jump into the all-new area travelers will be able to explore
Yes!
in version 2.6.
Yes!
In our previous special program, we gave everyone a sneak preview of the new area called the Chasm.
Yes, please. This is my
Let's watch
favorite
a quick
part of any
trailer to see
update.
what travelers can expect to encounter during their adventures in this new area.
Let's go.
Version update wasn't, or the version trailer wasn't enough? There's another one? Ooh. I get some desolate feeling from that music. What happened here? To have such somber music. Definitely an abandoned mine from these first couple shots, at the least. They found some ruins down there, I take it. Greenery down there, yes. Those are always beautiful. Oh! Okay, what the heck is that thing? Ooh, that looks kind of scary. Why is the music like Enkanamiya's music? Is there some connection there?
I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait to glide down the chasm. It looks so fun.
That's the
Just
first
chill.
thing I thought of, yeah.
I love it.
Oh my
It's scary, but just think of all the air you'll get.
I mean, it'll be amazing to explore, for sure.
For sure.
I just don't want to run into that.
Now I'm excited. I get to it not too long from now.
So cool.
I'm gonna be diving right into
As we saw in the
that.
trailer, the outside of the chasm is really beautiful, but there are also deep underground levels that exist far below the surface.
That's where all the scary stuff happens.
Yeah. While exploring the deep underground levels, travelers will need to use a gadget called a Lumenstone Adjuvant to aid them in exploration. This gadget will illuminate the darkness, allowing everyone to explore even the darkest of places.
Oh, okay, so that'll
Looks
make
like a
it little
flashlight.
Scary then.
Travelers will be able to enhance the Lumenstone Adjuvant to increase its capabilities. Doing so
really
will
does function
also
like a
allow
flashlight. Did you
travelers
see
to
the
explore
shadows?
more efficiently, and will even grant us a variety of rewards, including a 4-star weapon billet and an all-new name card.
So that's like the
In
new
the
tree
chasm,
to upgrade,
travelers
okay.
will also discover a brand new artifact domain called the Lost Valley.
New
Inside the
artifacts.
domain, you'll discover a mysterious environment as boundless and majestic as the chasm itself. Completing the challenge in
Not
this domain will award
so crazy
travelers
of
with
a
artifacts from the Vermilion Hereafter
description as
and
the
echoes of an
one that was for
offering
Sangonomiya
artifact sets.
Kokomi.
And
I think it was a
what
novel.
would be a new area without some new story content?
Yay!
In addition to everything we've covered so far, a whole new storyline will be taking place down in the chasm.
It's gonna be cool.
Is that what where
With
Dainsleif?
version 2.6,
Yep, there's
the new
Dainsleif.
Archon Quest, Requiem of the Echoing Depths will become available for travelers to continue their adventures. Everyone who's been
Wait,
following the
why does it say
story of
coming
our
soon?
favorite twins will definitely be excited for this one, me included.
Was that not immediately available?
And if that isn't enough, the one and only Dainsleif will also be making another appearance during the story.
Oh, it's been a pretty long time since we've seen Dainsleif.
Yeah, totally. And in this storyline, travelers will be meeting up with Dainsleif in the dark depths of the chasm to investigate some ancient ruins together. Throughout the quest, we'll be learning a lot more about Conria as well as the Abyss. It will be a truly unforgettable adventure as we will uncover secrets of the past together.
So you're saying it'll be a bit of a cliffhanger?
Well, the last time we saw him, it was definitely a cliffhanger.
So you're dead.
No.
And in addition to the Archon Quest and World Quests, there are still many mysteries that remain hidden in the depths of the chasm. There will be much more for travelers to experience in the chasm with future version updates. So please look
So
forward
this
to that.
isn't
I know
all
I
of the
will.
chasm.
But this seems like a pretty good time to pause for a moment and take in everything we've seen about version 2.6 so far.
Yeah, and get some Primo Gems.
Oh,
Yes.
agreed. Sounds good to me. Ready, everyone? Here you go.
Yes.
Welcome back, everyone. Next, we'll be introducing a new event for everyone called Hues of the Violet Garden.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right. So,
Hues of the
as we
Violet
mentioned at
Garden.
the start of the program, there will be a festival taking place in Inazuma. The theme of this event goes hand in hand with
I
the
see
festival being
Joe.
organized by the Yashiro Commission and Yaimiko. With the festival focusing on culture and creativity, travelers will not only have the opportunity to meet guests hailing from other nations, but also finally see some familiar faces again.
That part will be a grand time.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty interested to see what Yoimiya and Klee
Oh,
are up
no.
to. That seems like a pretty interesting combo.
Yeah,
Interesting,
me too.
you say.
I'm just excited to go around and see everybody.
The Yoimiya.
What's Mito doing? No.
What is he ever doing?
Well, throughout the event, we will be experiencing some interesting stories alongside those characters at the festival, and there may even be some unexpected characters making an appearance.
Nice.
So, travelers will have to
Unexpected
wait
like
and see
who?
who shows up this time.
They're already showing
As we progress
unexpected
through the
ones.
storyline, we'll have the opportunity to enjoy a variety of Iridori festival games. There are a total of 4 different kinds of event gameplay, so let's take a closer look.
First, we have the Moon and Stars Inscribe. Travelers will meet a bard from Mondstadt in search of inspiration among Inazuma's unique landscapes. During the event, travelers can gain a poetic theme and take pictures based on the hints to submit to the commissioner. The more pictures we supply, the easier it will be for them to compose more lines of poetry.
We had an event kind of like that. I enjoyed
the
that.
lines they prefer and help complete the composition.
Taking pictures of certain
Sounds
things.
easy enough.
I like
I'm
that.
sure our travelers can handle
So this should be good too.
Oh, for sure. Experienced travelers who are familiar with the map and terrain will definitely be able to quickly find the best spots for photos.
Our
Oh yeah,
next
you can
event
guarantee that
gameplay
one.
will be a familiar one for our audience. It's Theater Mechanicus. I'm sure many of you have already
Theater
played this
Mechanicus
game,
again?
and this time around there will be some new twist
Hey.
to the game.
Always taking up the
Komakata
Theater
is promoting
Mechanicus.
the latest version of Theater Mechanicus, and in such a large international cultural event, there's been some innovations made to attract the attention of the organizers and visitors.
Sweet.
In the all-new Theater Mechanicus Stage of Brilliance, each stage will have its own special stage features. Travelers will need to work these features into their strategy to swiftly clear each challenge.
What's also different this time around is that travelers will need to equip wondrous sticks before entering each stage.
That looks familiar,
This
at
will be
least.
a real test for our ability to make combinations. The game mode has also been streamlined to reduce the amount of time required to play. Upon entering a
Really?
stage, travelers will find some mechanici that have already been placed. You may choose to modify or dismantle them, or build more mechanici around them to create optimum combinations that will swiftly handle enemies coming your way.
Our third event mode
Oh,
is
that's
called
interesting
Clash of
spin on
Lone
it.
Blades, which is an all-new challenge centered around sword fighting. After unlocking this game mode, a new duel against a swordmaster with unique abilities will unlock each day. During the challenge, players will control the traveler and will be unable to use their elemental skill and elemental burst, but instead can use an all-new parry mechanic. Performing a parry will allow you to take a defensive stance and reduce incoming damage. Travelers may focus and master the timing to perform a perfect parry, which will give you the upper hand in the challenge.
Cool.
Parrying in Genshin Impact?
Challenging.
Meaning not just Beto's version?
It's also worth mentioning that
Can
our
we keep
final
that?
and strongest opponent for this challenge happens to be someone who had no choice but to join the competition due to difficult financial circumstances. It turns out they are just an average store owner with their hearts set on winning that prize money. Who would have guessed you'd find such tough opponents from just in town? Travelers should
That's how
get
life
ready
goes.
to take on opponents in one-on-one duels.
Uh-huh.
That sounds
And
fun. I like
last
that.
but not least, we have an Ikebana event called the Floral Courtyard. In this event, travelers will need to follow a florist's
Oh,
themes
the
to
f-
create a specific
floral arrangements.
courtyard.
A courtyard is
Oh, I
comprised
love
of
that.
different parts, with each part having different materials to choose from. After completing a theme, travelers may actually use the courtyard they receive and place it in the Serenity Pot.
Yes.
Ikebana is an art
Ah,
form,
thank
so
goodness. I
when
love that.
travelers are creating a floral courtyard, they need to incorporate their own interpretation of beauty.
So what you're saying is,
I love
if
this
your courtyard
customizable
is
stuff
looking
for the
ugly,
Serenity
then you're
Pot.
probably doing it wrong.
I could use a lot more of this. I know it's not easy to implement, but
Speaking
I'm
of
always glad when
Ikebana,
they do this.
Ayaka is the sponsor behind the Ikebana event. You know, Ayaka is very skilled at Ikebana.
Of course he is.
Aw. You know, she invests in the promotion of this event every year, and that it's one of her greatest joys.
Yep, that sounds like Ayaka.
Well, considering it's all
And
about culture
that's
stuff,
about
makes
all we
sense.
can share about this event for now. After participating in all 4 of these special event game modes and reaching certain criteria, travelers will be able to invite Shincho to join their team for free. So, don't forget to try out all the events.
Yeah, maybe you'll find a new favorite.
Yeah,
Won't be
give 'em a shot.
useful for me, but
Everyone should
it's
be
good
sure
for
to have
anyone
a
who
good
wants
look around
Shincho.
the festival. The streets of Rito will be specially decorated throughout the Iridori Festival, so everyone can enjoy the lively and exciting atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. That's right. This is one festival you won't want to miss.
Yeah, that does sound like a grand time. They showed a lot of
Version
characters.
2.6 will also be featuring an event for travelers who enjoy spending time in the kitchen. The event is called Spices from the West. In this event, a person from Sumeru is visiting to do research on seasonings. She hopes to find someone who can help her conduct her research by making seasonings according to recipes and taste test dishes using these seasonings.
You know, if there's food involved, I'm sure Paimon won't be far off.
Of course.
Paimon, and I'm hungry!
Oh no!
New seasoning recipes will gradually unlock over the course of the event, and all the recipes will be available before the event ends. When you begin making the seasonings, the needle on the slider will move back and forth from edge to edge. Follow the instructions given on the recipe and press the button as the needle points to the corresponding ingredient to add them to the pot. And just as a reminder to everyone, there is a limit to the amount of mistakes you can make while creating a seasoning, so be sure to make the best of each chance with as little mistakes as possible. Otherwise, you'll have to start over again.
So it's a timing
Add
thing.
the correct number of ingredients before you
I'm
use
sure that'll
up
be
all your
interesting
attempts,
enough.
and you will succeed.
So, Zach, what you're saying is for this event, the pressure cooker is on. I had to, I'm sorry.
Oh,
That was
gosh.
good, but it also hurt.
Yeah, the puns,
You know,
they
that was
hurt.
quite fire, as they say.
Please help me.
But seriously, like, gosh, this looks like we'll need little hand-eye coordination for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
The heat is on.
Oh, no. What did I start?
Okay, guys.
Again.
So, by adding seasonings you created to delicious dishes, you can obtain fragrant dishes. Travelers may invite characters to taste test the fragrant dishes in their Serenity Pod to increase their companionship XP. Just keep
Really?
in mind that the character's personal preferences also vary.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
right.
now we can
It'll be
gift
the
them
perfect
things?
opportunity to test how well travelers really know their characters.
Yeah.
Do
Wow.
a little studying.
Totally.
Okay,
In version
wasn't expecting that part of it.
2.6, we will be receiving a new challenge event called Vibro Crystal Research. We find a researcher from Fontaine on the outskirts of the chasm studying the harmonic motion transmitted between gems known as vibro crystals.
That's a
If we
funky
connect
name, but all right.
transmitter and receiver crystals and attempt to produce various effects, then we can defeat the enemies and obtain great rewards.
In case that's a little confusing, why don't you explain what the transmitter and receiver crystals are first and what kind of effects the reactions can make?
Oh,
Why do-
right. Sure thing.
Why does the
So,
art look like it includes
after the player
corals?
configures their own vibro crystal setup, they will obtain different combat buffs.
Okay.
Transmitter crystals govern the triggers for the buff effects,
Mhm.
and receiver crystals will trigger the buffs once the conditions are met.
Oh.
This all sounds
Okay.
very scientific.
Did you pull that out of your sleeve
He
again?
still has boba?
I always have boba.
Why aren't you sharing?
Because this is my boba.
You can still share.
We'll see.
Oh, please, with your sister.
Okay,
Please.
let's get back to it.
Okay.
So, each
The event part
challenge
sounds
is split
interesting.
into two
That's
battles,
kinda new.
which will require travelers to compose two teams for the challenge, as well as different vibro crystal setups. Of course, the game will also provide some trial characters to help
Jeez,
everyone
the Shogun.
complete the challenge. Defeating enemies will award points, and travelers will be given an insignia based on their score. It's gonna be awesome, so be sure to give it a
Sounds
shot.
similar to the Hyakken and
sounds
Ishii
great.
event, but all right.
Mm-hmm. In the new version, travelers will be receiving a commission from an Inazuman artist. She'll ask us to use the camera to take pictures of scenery in different nations as inspiration for her illustrations.
Seems like the traveler has literally gained the trust of people everywhere.
That just means they're gonna be busy for a very, very long time.
I guess so.
Right.
In the photo notes, we'll be able to see comments from the artist and understand her requirements to
Oh, geez, some of
complete
that
the
is pretty
photo.
specific.
Oh, capturing landscapes for inspiration. Sounds pretty
Wow, okay.
And you would know about being elegant.
Yeah, duh.
This event will definitely be on the more relaxing side of things. What could be better than exploring and earning Primo Gems?
Oh, yeah. And travelers will definitely find a ton of great photo spots to remember in the process.
And finally,
Huh.
in addition to all the events we've
that
already
artwork is
mentioned,
beautiful.
Leyline Overflow will be returning once again for version 2.6.
Nice.
Travelers can watch for future announcements for more details. you definitely don't want to miss the chance to get some more Mora and character EXP materials.
That's pretty standard stuff, but alright.
Yes. All right. I think that just about does it for all the events we have coming our way in version 2.6. Next, let's talk about some system updates and optimizations to the game. First,
Sure.
we have an optimization to the game's mobile version. After the update, travelers will be able to tap and hold on the icons of the characters in their party to quickly bring up the party setup menu.
Nice.
Oh,
So it'll be way
that is
easier
pretty
for
nice.
the mobile players to open up their party setup and do some changes.
Yeah, totally.
Haven't played on
Also,
mobile much,
there will
but
be
the times I
multiple
did.
improvements coming to the tutorials archive system, making it easier for travelers to reference.
Oh, cool.
First, the tutorial icon will always stick next to the mini-map on the upper left for new players, making it easier to access the tutorials archive.
Oh.
Plus, players will be able to quickly locate the tutorials they viewed recently, and the system will even remember where in the tutorial you last left off. Finally, in the
Okay.
Living Beings archive, the tutorial button will be adjusted to a more obvious location.
That all sounds pretty handy.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And last but certainly not least,
I guess that's
during
nice.
version 2.6, Genshin Impact will be releasing the second OST album for the Inazuma region, Islands of the Lost and Forgotten.
Yes!
The album will be comprised of a total of 3 discs featuring music from Seirai Island,
Oh, thank goodness.
Watatsumi Island, Surumi Island, and
Oh, that's
Enkanomiya,
perfect.
as well as
Yes.
some epic
I have to add
combat
that. I have to get it, and I have to add that to my music collection.
Everyone
Yes,
will enjoy
please.
listening to that gorgeous music.
I know I will.
Gorgeous indeed. That's perfect. That is an announcement for me. For me. An example of said music.
Well, guys, I hate to say it, but I'm out of boba. Oh, and we've come to the end of the version 2.6 special program.
No!
What? I was
I
just gonna
know.
ask you for some boba.
Sorry, all
I
gone.
thought you kept so many in your sleeve. What
Now
happened to
they're all
all
in
of
my-
them?
They're in my tummy.
Oh. You could have shared. But as Ayako would say,
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often.
I know, right? But hey, it won't be that long before the next version drops.
that's right.
True.
So, I'm really excited for everything. I'm excited for everybody to meet Ayato. I'm really excited to explore the spooky chasm. Man, there's a lot of cool stuff coming out in this version.
Yeah, I'm also, of course, looking forward to Ayato. I finally get to meet my brother, which is super exciting for me.
That's a weird thing to hear.
I also am really looking forward to the soundtrack just because, oh man, the music in this game is so good. I just, it'll be cool getting to, just chill out and listen to it. And, oh man, I just can't wait.
Yeah. And
I
not
hear you
only
on
am
that
I
one.
excited for the chasm area, but also the story. I'm curious to see what Dainsleif is doing back and how the traveler will interact with him. And also, you guys rocked this special program. It's been so much fun doing this with you.
Thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
It was super fun.
Yeah. So the new version will be landing on March 30th. Be sure to mark your calendars and be ready to play.
And we hope everyone will enjoy all that 2.6 has to offer.
I look forward to seeing everyone enjoy the festival in Inazuma.
Yeah. And just a reminder, travelers can keep an eye out for future official announcements for more information on the coming version. All right, well, that's it for us today. Thanks, everybody,
Thank
and
you.
see you in game.
Thanks, guys.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.